Elite Facts presents lies your parents told you may still believe.
9.
The human brain is what separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom. Our ability to have a conscience and internal monologue, that is our guiding light, and that is just by using 10% of our brain. Imagine having the use of the whole thing. Well, we do. In fact, right now, you're using 100% of your brain and not the 10% you were told. The real truth is that we only use about 10% of it at any one time, as the energy to use all 100% at once would give us a heart attack.
8.
You know the age-old question, if you tie buttered toast on the belly of a cat and drop it, it will just float forever. That's because you were always told that cats can only land on their feet. While it's probably true a cat will still land on its feet, it's not a complete 100% reality, but their agility helps. Plus, it's not a guaranteed safe thing either, with cats still hurting themselves despite this.
7.
The common cold is a nightmare. It has no cure and can make you feel terrible for days, but you can avoid by not getting wet or not being cold, or so your parents would tell you. Well, the truth is, it's nonsense. You can go skinny dipping in January if you want. It won't make you catch a cold. The only way you can get a cold is by contracting the virus, not by being physically cold. The reason you catch colds during winter is because you're inside more, where the virus can live until you breathe it in and give it a home.
6.
Goldfish are those often lonely little guys who swim aimlessly around tanks, content as they can't even remember past 5 seconds ago, according to what our parents say. Anyway, well, that's a complete lie. Fish have a good memory, so good they remember where food is placed if you do it in the same place every time.
5.
Did you know that human fingernails and hair are made of almost exactly the same material? So we're all part rhino. Cool, right? And this is another lie you were always told, that when somebody dies, their hair and nails continue growing, meaning we all become Rapunzel whilst we become old mummies. Well, there is logic behind it, if not truth, as the decaying skin and body make it appear that the hair and nails have grown. But it's just that, an illusion.
4.
Remember when your parents would warn you about microwaving your food and to make sure it was completely hot before eating it? The main reason being salmonella, obviously. But that's because they told you the food would warm up in the middle and then heat up moving out. But this isn't true. The way microwaves work is for the rays to bounce around the place before heating the oxygen molecules on the outside of the food, which then go in and warm up into the middle.
3.
Getting a sore anywhere is bad, but the throat is one of the more painful and irritating places to have it. Without any real cure other than painkillers, it might seem a good idea to sip on an ice-cold drink to soothe the burning. Well, you'd be wrong. The cold of the drink will cause the blood to thin on the surface of the area and make it difficult for painkillers to reach it.
2.
If you don't know by now that sugar is terrible for you, then you need to listen up. Now proven to be more dangerous to our bodies than fat, it's best not to give sugary sweets and snacks to their main fans and lovers. We're talking about those little bundles of joy and fun who love nothing more than shoveling crazy amounts of candy into their mouths. We're talking about kids. Giving kids sugar is like giving a puppy a room full of bones and expecting it not to go crazy. If you want to be peeling kids off the wall at midnight, then give them sugar, right? Well, no. Actually, as tests show that kids who consume sugar had no higher capacity for hyperactivity than those who didn't. So it might just be okay to give that little guy a cake after food tonight, after all.
1.
These big guys all dread on one thing, and it's November getting near. Easy to know why, right? Because they're about to end up on the dinner table. And remember when your folks would tell you eating turkey makes you sleepy, and that's why after Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner you'd always feel drowsy and need a nap. Seems perfectly logical in our opinion, except it's a bit of a lie. But not at the same time. Turkey contains tryptophan, which is a natural sedative, but so does other meats. What's making you more sleepy at these meals is probably the vast amounts of food you've wolfed down without chewing, all in the name of the best holiday of the year. Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.